When you look at it, big picture in the aggregate, what does it tell you about the state of reproductive rights in this country?
Well, it tells us something about a democracy in crisis. So it's not just about abortion. That's clear and very important, but it tells us about a failing democracy. It tells us about chaos across the country. It tells us that there are free states in which bodily autonomy will be respected and others in which you may die before you get the medical attention that you deserve and need. It's been complete chaos since the Supreme Court's June 24th decision in Dobbs, which overturned Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood v. Casey. And so we see in some ways a kind of wild, wild west across the country with different states doing different things. And we must never forget that the United States is the deadliest country in all of the industrialized world to be pregnant. We rank behind countries where there have been recent genocides. It is horrific. And all of this information the Supreme Court knew, because in 2016, it issued an opinion that said that women were 14 times more likely to die by carrying a pregnancy to term in the United States than having an abortion.
Michelle, I'm just so struck, too, by this headline out of Florida that you have the state legislature looking to advance a 6-week abortion ban. This comes less than a year after Governor DeSantis signed into effect a 15-week abortion ban there. Can we pull back up the map that shows the states where abortion is currently banned? Okay, so look at that map. I want you to now imagine that you have a 6-week ban in Florida. One, what does that mean for the people of Florida? And what does it mean for the people in all of those other states for whom Florida might have been one of their last better options?
It's a great question, Alicia, and I really appreciate how much you've lifted this up. So what the governor says that he will sign is a proposed ban that would ban abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy. In this case, it would allow exceptions for rape or incest, but only up to 15 weeks and only if you could show proof of a police report, restraining order, etc. And it means that rather than being an island that could support reproductive health for women and people with the capacity for pregnancy, it means they might have to travel very far. And we're seeing this already across the country where people are having to cross multiple states if they can get there in order to receive an abortion, which could save their lives.
Which I always remind myself, I remind our audience, that means requesting time off from work. If you are someone who is paid hourly, that means wages that are not accounted for. You are likely already a parent. It means having to find childcare for your existing children. It is deeply, deeply complex. About this case in Texas, these 5 women and the doctors that have filed suit, with Roe overturned, do you believe that they have a legal case here?
Well, I do, but we will have to see, because behind your question is one about this United States Supreme Court and the signal that's been sent to the lower court, right? And so what makes this case unique is that rather than having doctors or clinics being the litigants or plaintiffs, here you have 5 women, including those that were literally nearly at death before there was medical intervention. And now these women are fighting back. We've not seen a case like this before, because after Casey, it was really the clinics that were targeted, less so directly the women. It was indirectly against the women.